Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At mydogdied.com, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who has lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Today, I received a letter from Anthony, a 48-year-old from Eureka, California, who recently lost his beloved dog, Louie, a 3-year-old Cocker Spaniel. As I sit quietly with his words in hand, I feel the ache beneath every line. The grief, yes, but also the immeasurable love that only those of us who bonded with a dog can truly understand. Dear Don, I never thought I'd be writing to you. I always thought Louie would be with me for years, certainly more than 3. But here I am. I found your site when I was searching online in the early hours of a sleepless night, desperate to make sense of something that makes no sense at all. Louie died from bloat, gastric torsion. One moment, he was curled up next to me on the couch, just like every other night. The next, he was pacing, whining, clearly in distress. I rushed him to the emergency vet, but by the time we arrived, the damage was done. I had no idea how fast it could happen, or how helpless I would feel. They did everything they could. So did I. But I still lost him. Louie, my heart in a fur coat. I adopted him from a rescue when he was only a few months old. His ears were too big for his head, and his eyes looked like they'd seen too much already. He was nervous at first, jumpy around loud noises and strangers, but it didn't take long for him to settle into our life together. He had this uncanny ability to read me. If I was down, he'd come rest his head on my knee, or do this silly sideways tail wag with a woo-woo sound he'd make like he was trying to talk. He loved car rides, but only if he could sit in the passenger seat like a person. If I put him in the back, he'd whine until I gave in. He was the type of dog who wanted to be where you were, always. He'd follow me room to room like my little shadow. Louie also had the strangest habit of checking in on me at night. I'm a light sleeper, and every couple of hours I'd feel his breath on my cheek. He'd jump up, sniff my face gently, then curl back down at the foot of the bed, as if to say, "Yep, still breathing. We're good." When I worked from home, Louie became my co-worker. Zoom calls. He'd sit under the desk, waiting patiently until I hit leave meeting, then instantly demand attention like he had punched the clock himself. He brought so much joy to such ordinary days. Since losing him, the silence is unbearable. I keep catching myself reaching down by the couch for him. I still hear the click of his nails on the tile, even though I know he's not there. I go on walks just to remember what it felt like to have him by my side. Finding mydogdied.com gave me a small light in a dark place. I read other stories and realized I wasn't crazy for feeling this level of loss. It made me feel seen. It reminded me that what I had with Louie was real and beautiful, even if it was brief. Thank you for giving people like me a place to grieve and remember. Anthony. As I fold Anthony's letter, my hands linger on the paper. I feel the weight of his sorrow, and I also feel the quiet strength in his love. Bloat is cruel. It steals dogs quickly and without warning, and yet the speed of Louie's passing doesn't diminish the enormity of the life he lived with Anthony. In 3 years, he filled a man's heart with more loyalty, warmth, and humor than some experience in a lifetime. Anthony, I want you to know, you gave Louie a world where he was safe, adored, and truly understood. And Louie gave you the same in return. That kind of bond doesn't end. It evolves. It lingers in the scent of fur still caught in the rug, the scratch marks on the door, phantom weight on your bed. Grief is love without a place to go. But through your letter, Anthony, you've given that love somewhere to rest, right here with all of us.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit mydogdied.com or call us at 85-5925-2658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, your dog stories at mydogdied.com at gmail.com.